is Rolo.
Hey, what's Gucci? You too. It's definitely the Black Adam, the Black Knight is Pat Brady in the building. You dig what I'm saying? Marvelous BLuntz in the building. Tone in here. We definitely got Tori in the building on this Sunday, man. It's a lot going on this Sunday, man. Still playing. It's the House of Dragons finale. You dig what I'm saying? It's boom, bop, 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 bop. So you know what I'm saying? Marvelous BLuntz, we in the building, man. What's Gucci? It's lit. And you see him with the sweater. You see him with the sweater.
It's time.
It's time. You hear me?
It's lit. This has been a great weekend. Spend time with my dad. Went to go see Black Adam.
Yeah.
4 or 5 years. So that was cool.
Okay.
You know, got some talking, you know, thing about the, like I said, thing about the change. So, going up, man. It's time. So big positive energy for everybody, And yeah, man, what's good with you, Tori?
I'm doing great. Like I said, I had no complaints. This was a good weekend. Saw Black Adam on Thursday. Worked the Caps on Saturday, in which they won. So I think it's just been one big winning weekend. And also, I was able to go and watch y'all play Gotham Knights on Switch.
Don't talk about Gotham Knights right now. No, look. Oh, I probably messed us up, but this guy then found all the characters, all the maps, all the whatever. Yeah, I'm not that far, but I got all the puzzles.
Somebody found the already? Me?
Yes, you, Mr. Gotham over here yourself. All I keep seeing is Patrol Part 10. I'm like, dang.
It's crazy. I don't even be doing that. I just be going around the city trying to get like the collectibles and stuff. Because I was trying, if y'all don't know, for our Gotham streams, me and play simultaneously. I'm actually going to play the game while I'm playing with Pat, when we play. So because I just found out today that during the story scenes, they actually they shot it differently for each character. So I was like, boom, I bet I could just mainline it. And then when Pat wanted to play, I joined in with him and mainline somebody else. We could do main missions together, so I could see from the other characters like dialogue. Because I didn't know that until today. So I was like, okay, it's kind of cool there. So, and it might be an achievement too. So it might be a secret achievement. So I need to get that. But I'm glad you enjoyed Tony. Gotham right now, we're gonna I think we should do a joint review for that. So we'll hash that out. But Gotham right now is actually it's cool just to get out like a little preview of it.
It's cool, yeah, it's cool.
It's cool. It has its faults, but I won't get into all that. But it's definitely cool. I'm enjoying it overall. I'm enjoying it. So
cool.
Shout out to that, man. Shout out to that. But besides Gotham Knights, y'all see DC just came out with another bomb. You dig what I'm saying? They definitely just knocked one out the park. And when I say knock one out the park, I'm talking about Black Adam. You dig what I'm saying? The Rock, we had talked about Black Adam. You know what I'm saying? I don't think anybody had any expectation. I didn't have any expectations at all to keep it a whole beam with you. I was just like, I'm just going to watch this and see what DC going to do. And The Rock came through, man. In my eyes, he came through, man. He did. He definitely did what he had to do. You know what I'm saying? Like as The Rock, you know what I'm saying? I thoroughly enjoyed this joint. It was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, dang, DC's kind of just making some good little content and doing their own thing. You know what I'm saying? They in their own little lane doing their thing. But The Rock definitely, I feel like, going to have a lot of eyes on the DC now. This movie show how much control he really can have in anything he does. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is definitely a Rock production for sure. All the way. Obviously, I guess I'm going first in my review, but I'm just saying, like, I was rocking with it because I rock with The Rock. But like I said, when I saw him on the job, I was like, he still looked like The Rock. Like I'm still like, nah, this is The Rock and a little superhero joint. But yeah, man, I was rocking with it, man. I thought it had a good little pace, man. It wasn't too much. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't too much. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just like a good little action movie. It's good to see superhero movies with some actual action in it and stuff like that. And he was really going crazy, like the whole movie. Like I was like, dang, like I was like, dang, DC, they really be going there. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you saw Peacemaker. I was wearing my Peacemaker sweater shirt today. The motherfucking what's his name? The story, you know what I'm saying? The only thing I can say I really didn't rock with, like, but I get it. It's like the story was like 10 different superhero movies all in one. Like, it was very resembling to things that was like, it was like 10 MCU movies. Like, they took all the best stuff we like in MCU movies and put it and used DC characters to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like the Atom Man and Dr. Fate, like he literally reminded me of Doctor Strange. Like that, everything he was doing was like Doctor Strange, like all the little mirror stuff. You're on mute, Tone.
My bad. I don't want to echo off nobody, so I put myself on mute when I'm not talking. So just so y'all know, I'm not crazy. But look though, with like the passport with the I mean come on, but I wanted to say damn Pat, say what you just said again.
I was saying like the Fate was giving me Doctor Strange.
Okay, yeah. So Dr. Fate, right? Like literally, those I was telling my dad, those scenes that he was attacked, like he was fighting Sabak, like whenever he fought, he was literally it's like they copy and paste the exact same thing that Doctor Strange did from Avengers and all that in his own movies. They literally copied that and just put Dr. Fate skin on it. I'm telling you, it's like I didn't know, and I was hyped going into it. Like I get to it on my part, but I found that kind of cheesy, low key disappointed me, low key. That's all.
Yeah, so like I definitely, I just think it was definitely just it was like I said, it was good action. The story moved, but it was just like 20 MCU movie situations in one movie. Like they took all the best stuff we seen. One thing also I didn't like there was his power levels, because like sometimes he would just like OC and then next thing you know, was Hawkeye a metahuman?
Hawkeye would
Hawkman.
You talking about Hawkman?
Hawkman?
Yeah.
No, Hawkman. He has the power of infinite reincarnation. So, and that one, and he comes from like a different planet. From a different planet.
Oh, all right. I thought he was just
also with the power of a reincarnation. If I remember his backstory slightly.
But then they had the little kid or whatever. He had a little damn skateboard. He was just like blowing me. I'm just like, bro, this little kid.
Yeah,
like,
I think for the most part, a lot of people was annoyed with the kid. I think everybody who I've seen talk about this movie was annoyed with the kid. Out of everything that they had good with this movie, when it came to what they didn't like, he fell into that category of dislike.
That's probably
across the board.
That's one of Rock's movies thing. You know, he choose these actors like that, these women in it. Like he just gets like, in fact, I feel like he plucks random women off the street to act in his movies.
Yeah.
Like his MacGuffin. Well, the MacGuffin was the crown, but the key is like a vehicle to move along the plot and to help bring some depth to Adam. Because then when they kind of did, what I know is that The Rock didn't really talk a lot in this movie, and then
he did.
So
what amazed me though was that how many times The Rock actually spoke in a different language. Like I didn't expect him to speak in that other language that much in the movie. Like when they did the backstory,
he's made that up.
I don't know if that's like a real language or not. I mean, we know it's not English. I mean, we had to have subtitles, so I'm not sure. I mean, they probably made something up, to say that this was like an ancient language from 5,000 years ago, because of course they wasn't speaking English.
You could just
back
say
then.
That's a good point, Tori. I wonder if in movies when they create these languages, you can literally just say mumble some shit, as long as they got subtitles or whatever, you be all right. He's
like, what? He's like, okay, man, that sounds dope.
Yeah,
but I said before, we know it might be an actual language. We just don't know what language it is.
Yeah.
But as for me, I really did enjoy the movie. Like you were saying, it was like nonstop action, because you know how like some action movies have a lot of dead space in between. Like you have an action scene here, and then it's like 20 minutes before something else happens. With this one, it's like it has something here, then a little bit of breather room, then something here. Like that whole entrance scene for him when he came back from his tomb, like came back after being there for 5,000 years. That whole thing right there, when he was fighting those guards, was fire. Like, and I said, what a way for them to bring his character into the audience by having him do a huge action sequence like that. That was just relegated to him.
Can I comment on it? I think that was the best scene of the movie. not by far. That was the best scene in the movie.
Mhm.
But that part,
Yeah, the best scene in the movie. Because for me, it kind of went downhill from there for me, but not downhill like a bad way, but downhill like a mid grade way. Like it was just like it's like this movie was made to please us because we wanted to see The Rock as Black Adam. Okay, get it? Boom. It was made for that, and this is still an intro movie to get to, as we saw in the post credits, which we'll talk about probably later after we get our scores. We'll talk about the post credit after we break it down some more. But I feel like I personally feel like Black. It was all right, like because again I go back to Pep saying he's The Rock, so it's like now I just see like we got out that bed, bro. His shoulders was not fitting in the costume, but the back of his neck was big as shit, about as big as the fucking screen.
They made sure to get a shot of that too, because when they did that, like, the people in the audience when I was watching it, they was like, "Damn, his shoulders is huge." Like they had to squeeze, like they had to squeeze him into that costume. Yeah. And I said, that's just a typical shot. He probably asked for that shot. He said, "Make sure to get a shot of my back because I didn't work out this hard for months to squeeze into this costume to not show off my muscles, you know."
Let me say I would like disappoint me, right? And one of the things that disappointed me was Dr. Fate. I feel like he was like underused, and I feel like he didn't get a lot to do. It just seemed like in hindsight, and this is in hindsight, I feel like he didn't get a lot to do. I thought that Cyclone was a wasted character. She's supposed to be the niece of Red Tornado. I mean, I like
you like Adam Man?
Huh?
You like Adam Man?
Oh yeah, I'm about to say. And I like him for like the comic relief. He was like a little goofy. So like once you see somebody turn big, like once you see Ant-Man did it first, it's like
Ant-Man, yes. He trying to rip off my mate to my whole man fucking flow.
Yeah. So that's his. I mean, once you see like once you do it first, it's like wow, why would you could have went with anybody else. You could have went with our man on the team.
Yeah.
Somebody who has a similar power. They honestly in hindsight, oh man, I have so many thoughts running through my head right now. Let me stick to Black Adam movie. But Black Adam movie, like visually, I thought it could have been better. Visually, I thought especially if Rock I'm pretty sure he used some of his own money, he could have made it look a little better. The thing with the zombies at the end was I didn't care about the villain. I honestly was trying to get to the end to see Henry. That's all I wanted to see if he had the spoiler. But it says spoilers on there. Like that's why
about the dad at the end, man. Spoiler.
Yeah, you're right. I'll get to it ahead. It's because so many thoughts in my mind about this though, but it's just like because I'm starting to remember it a lot more.
Did you expect? Did you want more? Like what else?
Another thing, right? The joke had the opening felt like I was watching 300, right?
It did feel like 300. It did feel like 300.
Yeah. And I was like, all right. So I was kind of digging it, but I was like, all right, I
too many slow motion scenes.
Yeah, too many, bro. Too many slow motion unnecessary.
They talk.
Problem with the villains, like they wouldn't use.
But we know that's something that DC is known to do. So I'm not shocked that they did it, and I know why they did it because they said they want to make sure that you catch like those certain moments that you know to make it seem like that's how the character when they're moving, that's how it is for them, and it's basically giving us the perspective as the audience to see what they see.
It was still too many.
Because when they're moving fast, it's like moving normal to them. Well, of course, when they're moving fast, that's like really fast to us. We can't even see them. But to them, that's normal because they're always moving in that way. And going back to what y'all was saying with the comparisons with like the characters, like, you know, Atom Smasher being like Ant-Man and, you know, Dr. Fate and Dr. Strange comparison. Honestly, that just shows you right there that that's something that, you know, Marvel and DC over the years going back with their comics have been known to do. They will bite off of each other. You know, they'll have so you'll see something that looks like something that's been done by Marvel and DC, or you'll see something in DC that's been done by Marvel. So when people said that Dr. Fate was going to be here, and I didn't know who Dr. Fate was, they said, "Oh, he's just basically DC's version of Doctor Strange."
That's what he is.
So basically, when people told me that, I was like, "Oh, okay, then
I didn't know that.
I didn't. So I didn't go into it's like, oh my god, he's like Doctor Strange, because I had already knew that when they did Atom Smasher getting big. I said, oh, he's basically their version of Ant-Man, even down to the personality, because he's goofy. He was goofy just like how Ant-Man is. The only thing he can't do is go small. Ant-Man can go small.
Speaking of which, quick blunt talk, real quick. Ant-Man actually tweeted tonight something coming soon. Ant-Man account on Twitter. So just let y'all know. I think tonight is the trailer during the football game.
I think
soon.
I think you know, in the villains, they didn't use the they used the rockets in the beginning, right? Filled with what's it called? Armiturium. And then you ain't seen it no more the rest of the movie. How are these dudes using this technology with Eternium in it?
And you saw the rock flow ahead when he was a skinny nigga. He was skinny.
Oh, that was funny. That was funny. I was like, my dad was like, how the hell? What the hell they do to his body? I was like, that's CGI, man. Like they
did the same thing, like how they did with Chris Evans with Captain America.
Yeah, but
they made him skinnier.
They did
Chris Evans look crazy now. I think about it.
When he before he took the super soldier serum. Yeah.
Overall, it was all right. I just thought that it was a lot of missing chunks that didn't make sense. I enjoyed it for what it was overall, I guess.
I liked any encounter or any fight scene that Hawkman and Black Adam had with each other. They had quite a few
power levels though, Torian. He should have been punching Hawkman through the chest.
Yeah. He probably wasn't trying to kill him. He was just toying with him because he knew he could beat him. So it's like one of them things, like it's like I don't know why you're fighting me, but I'll play along with you. Like that scene where they was fighting in the boys' room. I said they have a weird sense of humor, having all the little posters on the wall of all the DC characters, and when they're fighting, they're knocking holes through the wall and slicing through the posters.
Like a nod to the DC universe, like saying that this is over with. That's what I think it was. Like that.
You're probably right.
Cut it. They cut Ezra Miller out because his picture up, knocked over back. They started fresh. I think that's what was the ending.
I think
that's a good theory.
And I think one thing that scares me when it comes to Dr. Fate's power, and I think it even scared him, was the fact that he was able to see the future. Anytime that he touched his helmet and he was able to jump to the future and see certain things like that. I'm not even gonna lie. That's something if anyone asks me what power or ability that I want, that would be the one I say I would not want. That wouldn't even be on my list. I wouldn't want to see the future because that might scare me. I don't know what I'm going to see or anything like that. What I did think was funny though was with the woman's brother, when he had got injured or something like that, and he said like how can he say he can see his future and everything like that, and he says, how do I die? He said, by getting electrocuted. He's like, but I'm an electrician. So now he knows. So now he knows his job is probably going to be the thing that's going to kill him.
I ain't like that zombie stuff.
He might want to take a new career. Hopefully. Oh God.
That's exactly how he put the rock on him and shit. Boom, that's how he look. I ain't like the zombie shit.
Well, he didn't have him that skinny. I mean, he did have some kind of shape to him.
Yeah. I mean,
Tone really didn't like the zombie shit because it's like his fourth time mentioning it. So this definitely something he doesn't like.
Because it's like they didn't do nothing like
they didn't expand on it.
No, not that. It was like a bullshit ass power. Like what? Like it was the zombie was first of all, whatever they hell demons. They left me look like trash. They didn't even put no effort into what they set them out with. So that was kind of weak to me. And I thought it was too many characters. And then it was just too many, like the trio. You didn't need the mom, the son, and the brother. You didn't need that. You didn't need the brother probably. You could have cut him out.
Exciting.
Did something else for that. Hawkman being basically Professor X was kind of weird. I ain't never know Hawkman had no fucking ships and shit. What the hell? He got a mansion?
Hawkman is rich. He got a lot of bags. He has a lot of bags.
Because I know that he's like he does deal with demons and like I said, he has the power of infinite reincarnation. So he probably has boundless money. Like he literally dies and gets rebirth. Like he's literally reincarnated the same person.
Shout out to the Amanda Waller cameo.
Yeah, we love Viola Davis. Go ahead, Queen. Get that bag. Sit in your house and get that bag. probably did that shit on like a webcam or something. Like, here you go, I'm just recording this video.
So going around as we see, we have very different views on Black Adam. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we like certain things and stuff like that. But what would be your rating, Torian, for Black Adam? What would you score it?
I give it a 9.
Whoa.
Okay. Solid 9.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tone, score. What's your score?
Initially, I had it at a 7.5. Well, I'm gonna dock it down. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it at 7.5. I was pretty all right. I'm only keeping it at 7.5 because of the cameo. That's it. And The Rock. The Rock did do what he said he was gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely
I commend him for that one because he said he's been working on this for 10 years.
Yeah,
he said this was a passion project of his. So you gotta think this is something he's been working on while he was still doing all those other Fast and the Furious movies. So he had this going on in the background. So like when someone says that when you think of someone that's saying that they're working on something for a long time, and you know that's just something that they really wanted to do, especially since we've never had a Black Adam movie. We've only seen him in like cartoons, like pop up and here and there. He's never been the character that's been fleshed out like that, and video games in his comics. But other than that, no one really saw. There was never a Black Adam character in a movie or had his own movie. And yeah.
Hey, from Shazam, that Shazam guy, that guy in the little Shazam, the little wizards or whatever, he's getting that bag too.
Mm-hmm. They got to keep him, and he's getting multiple bags because he's attached to the MCU as well, so he's getting a DC and Marvel bag. Yep. So he's going back and forth, and that's the perfect thing because he's not like a main character, but he is an important character, especially for DC being that primary wizard, connected to Black Adam and Shazam. And I'm sure once they end up meeting, he's going to come into play again, which I think is going to be dope. But one thing I forgot to mention when it came to the movie that I really liked that they did was that we all know that Black Adam is an anti-hero. He's not a hero. He's not a villain. He's like in that middle gray area. And, in the movie, they kept trying to say, we need a hero. We need a hero. And he's like, I'm not a hero. I like the fact that they didn't write in the script saying, you know what, I am a hero. I'm glad that he stuck to his morals and said, I am who I am. Don't try to change me. Even the part at the end when he sat in the chair and did the infamous pose, like from the posters and sitting in the chair, he was like, F that, flew up and flew down and smashed the throne. And he said, that's not me.
It should have been my throne. Anyway, no. Can we give a shout out also to Peacemaker? It was a Peacemaker character in this movie. Her name is I think it's Harcourt. That's her name.
On the bridge, right?
Yeah. When they went to the little prison, whatever. Shout out to Peacemaker getting his play. You dig what I'm saying? So
that was a good scene. Actually, that was a good scene. I like how they did that without him having his powers. He's still a warrior. Kind of cool. Shout out to that. That was a good little.
Nah, I didn't understand how he had that so much strength, but you know what I'm saying? That's just here, there, whatever.
Yeah, it was the power. Listen, it was the power.
It was the power thing. Right, the power thing. What's it called? Did he? What was I about to say? Do y'all think this was better than Shazam?
No.
Facts. Me too. I don't think it was better than Shazam, but I do give it an 8. I give it an 8.5.
I would say that Black Adam was more for the older crowd, and Shazam was for the children. Mm-hmm. The younger teenager crowd.
It still was better than Black Adam, but
Black Adam was cool. Don't get me wrong. It was all right. I just think it could have been a lot better. But that's how origin stories go. It was an origin story. So
it's a cool origin story, man. I would definitely give it a lighters up. I don't have my lighter right now, but I would definitely give it a lighters up, man. And now before we go, we're definitely going to talk about something very important that happened in this movie. I think this probably was a super highlight of the movie to me. Was this part of the movie? We had him meet with Op. He met the biggest Op, man. So y'all speak on spoiler alert. What happened in the end credits?
Before we get to that, I just wanted to give y'all the numbers. It made US in its first weekend, it made $67 million in the US. Worldwide, it made $140 million.
That's not a lot of money. I mean, it's a lot, but it's not like
that's a lot.
I mean, it's not like touching on I wouldn't say like a Marvel opening.
It's like 160 mil. And DC sucks right now.
They said this is
because they haven't put nothing out in a while. I mean, it's still like, you know.
They said this is the first movie since July to open past $50 million in its first weekend.
Let's go. Yeah, it's better. This movie is better than anything that this year. And Phase 5 is better than anything the MCU has dropped.
Now, I will say this. I will say this: when Black Panther comes out, it's going to like usurp that. We're just being completely honest with ourselves here.
I got BP making.
Oh yeah, it's going to make $1 billion.
100.
They already looked it up, and they said they're projecting that they're projecting that Wakanda Forever is going to make $175 million in its first weekend. I think it might pass that, honestly.
What? Are you serious? Look, I know this for a fact. Like I said, I know it's going to do numbers, but that doesn't mean it's going to be great. Like I said, I did not like Black Panther 1, so I have no expectations for this joint at all. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just glad this phase is about to be over. You did, but about back to DC, man. The end credit scene. What y'all think about that?
I saw it. Well, I'm not gonna say I saw it coming, but when Amanda Waller came down with her little projection, and he said what he said. There's no one on this earth that's stronger than me, or something like that. And he destroyed the projector, and then all you saw was like the shadowy figure, and we just knew because I'm in the audience, and everybody just kind of leaned forward in their seat, and out from the shadows was Henry Cavill as Superman, huh?
People cheer in my theater. People like
they did in mine too. Because it was always so many. It was always so many rumors that he was coming back, but they never confirmed anything. Then The Rock has said some things, and he's like, okay, maybe he did confirm it, but you can never really tell until you actually see it for yourself. And then he did it, and I like that he kind of had him almost with the classic Superman look, even down to the little S curl, like the classic Superman right there. So that pretty much confirms it that Henry Cavill is back as Superman, and they're most likely going to try to work on that Man of Steel too, because people have been craving or been asking and begging for that Man of Steel since 2013. So, and that's perfect because now that you have Superman back, now you're going to have that big fight with Superman, Black Adam, and Shazam. So that's going to be interesting to see as well.
I thought that the scene to me, like I said in the beginning of the show, that was the main reason I just wanted to see The Rock had that type of pull. Clearly he has that pull. So a little backstory, y'all don't know, The Rock actually went behind. I saw this today. The Rock went behind the basically he spoke to the one who was top brass. It was like, yeah, I'm doing this Henry Cavill promo because I think the director, somebody that was above the director, didn't want to do it. Mm-hmm. He went around them and made that scene in 10 minutes, bro. And told them I need Cavill. So that's a little backstory for that. But and then he was spoiling it when he was doing interviews and shit. When he fucking walking on all these red carpets, he said, yeah, Cavill's there. And I don't think The Rock would lie about something like that. So
he said, y'all can fight, y'all can try to fight me over taking this scene out.
Yeah, I just think that that was definitely cool. That was definitely cool for me. I was like, all right, this is what I want to see. The Rock. I want to see Black Adam versus Superman. If DC gonna do anything, that's like you gotta do that. That's how you gonna get your fan base, because not everybody's super excited for Man of Steel 2, which actually they've already been working on for the past 2 years. They've been working on it. They just didn't want to do that Black Superman shit, which I'm okay with, because I don't want Superman. Just make Superman. He don't gotta be black, white. He's a Kryptonian. He whatever we perceive him to be. So I don't even care about that shit. So the fact that that was the hold up because of a Black Superman thing, I don't give a shit about that. Make the man movie. Let's get these two on there to fight. And if y'all don't know, if you need a little recourse, HBO, they had the Black Adam versus Superman, Fury of the Gods movie. It's basically him and Superman Shazam versus Black Adam. So if they do go that route, then yeah, because if you take two Supermen to beat the tag team Black Adam, just like in the movie, if you want a good idea of how the story might go or would go check that out. I suggest.
That also makes you wonder what that post credit scene going to be for Shazam, for the next Shazam movie.
Yep.
Now that we know what Superman popping up in this one, it makes you wonder who's going to pop up in that one. Maybe Black Adam is maybe popping up in that one.
And Superman is weak to magic. People don't know that. Superman is weak to magic. Black Adam is pure magic. Like,
and so is Shazam. And so is Shazam. They're both created from wizards.
Yeah, so like that's Superman. Over there in Kryptonite, that's Superman's biggest weakness is magic. So that's why he actually recruits Shazam to come help him fight Black Adam. And which is just throwing this out there. Black Adam could be like the equivalent to he basically like the equivalent to Dr. Doom in the MCU. He's a tyrant, or I don't want to say tyrant, but he was over his own little nation, and he has a sovereignty within that nation. That is his most apt character that I can contest to. I mean, make the comparisons to. So, but yeah, that's my Black Adam spiel, man. I like Black Adam as just a movie, so it was cool to me. Rock did a good job. I thought characters kind of underdeveloped. And last thing, I did like the touch. I know how Black Adam. I don't know Black Adam in the comics or in most iterations of him. He thinks of himself as a god. I like how he was always floating around. Gods don't touch the ground. They don't touch Earth.
Yeah,
so I did like how
he was floating around. He was always floating around.
That's one of it. Yeah, so he always floating around, never touching the ground. So I did like that. So that's my little thing. Y'all don't know, now you're educated.
Hey man, it sounds like you actually like Black Adam. I don't see why you gave it a little grade.
Well, 7.5. I mean, it was all right. Decent movie, decent acting. It wasn't like it was like a all-world movie or something. Hold up now.
They said that Ant-Man trailer is gonna drop tomorrow. We're in the street. I just went on Twitter. I was like, I need to see. So y'all ready for that? It's time for the end of Ant-Man.
At first, I thought they was gonna release the trailer for Ant-Man maybe during Wakanda Forever, but seeing as how they're saying that they're gonna release it before then, I wonder if it's gonna be the same trailer that got leaked a couple months ago, or did they tweak it a little bit to add something in or take something out?
Okay.
Of course, they got to show him. He's the villain.
There's a new trailer for Black Panther coming out Wednesday as well. I'm gonna avoid it, but yeah.
Well,
they already dropped another. They dropped another commercial for Wakanda Forever. Last week. And they show something in there that pretty much all but confirms one major thing for me, but I'm not going to say it because I don't want to spoil tone. And Pat, you probably didn't see it. You probably didn't see it. So I don't want. You saw it? Oh, you didn't see it either?
I saw the trailer they already showed that we saw.
Okay, it's not that one. It's one that came out last week. It's not the one we saw. It's not we saw.
Well, thank you, Torian, because now it's time to block all that on Twitter. Time to block all that stuff.
Yeah, because now it's getting into that phase now with the movie where they're going heavy with the promo because the movie's coming out in like
they got a partnership with NBA. They got a partnership with NBA already. I don't know if I noticed, but a lot of that stuff is tailored.
They got a partnership with a car company too. I keep seeing like different commercials. I forgot what car it is. They had a partnership with a car company in the first one, but they got another one with this one too.
You could tell by the lettering, like when they promote the NBA next games, like the lettering, and then they all about Wakanda Forever. Like, God damn, I can't escape this shit. Stop. It's like
for real.
I know I had you, bro.
They said they're gonna get you. Oh, by the way, I went to that Heroes and Villains website
right now.
Huh?
I'm blocking Black Panther on our Twitter right now.
Well, you're gonna have to. It's gonna be a few hashtags and words you're gonna have to block just other than Black Panther.
Send them to me, all of them.
You're gonna have to block Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, but block some of the character names.
I thought Pep said spin it to me.
MCU if needs be. Luckily, it's nothing MCU related coming out between now and that movie. So you won't be missing. You won't be missing nothing.
I would actually hashtag MCU in it just because to be a dickhead. I would hashtag MCU in it just to get somebody to look at it or something. That is crazy.
No, I'm definitely blocking stuff right now because I just don't want to see it.
It's understandable. You don't want to be spoiled by anything. As a matter of fact, I almost got spoiled by something on Black Adam, and not because it's something on Twitter, but because someone wanted to record something in the theater and post it up on YouTube. Luckily, the thumbnail was something I saw in the trailer, so I really didn't get spoiled about anything.
Man, I'd be scared for them thumbnails, man.
I just blocked everything. So
you gotta hold strong for the next 2 weeks. That's gonna be a long 2 weeks. That's gonna be a long 2 weeks.
The only time I catch trailers, honestly, is when I'm watching the game. And this NBA game, so it's like
because it's like because you don't know, you're not in search of it. It just happens.
But I literally mute when the game goes commercial, mute my TV.
That's actually how they promoted the first Black Panther when they dropped the very first trailer for the first movie. It was during the NBA Finals.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
When Adam, man.
The NBA is
and see, they think and I'm gonna tell you something right now. Their marketing department is very smart because what they'll do is for a movie like Black Panther, they know it's gonna garner a major Black audience. So what do? Promote it during an event that most Black people are gonna watch, such as the NBA and the NFL. And speaking of the
NFL doing it for that call, because it's the NFL is more like for like a white boys club, whatever they say it is, like a no boys club. Whatever.
And they probably have a contract with them too. But and that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money coming in.
No fact. But the NBA is more tailored to our people. That's like our league. You know what I'm saying? Like 90% Black people or 85%, whatever. So
yeah. And speaking of NFL, Pap, how was Pittsburgh?
Oh, it was, man, definitely lit. Shout out to I just went out there and just went crazy. You know what I'm saying? Got my boy TJ Watt went up there with Eric. It was real chill, man. Football, it's way different than basketball. Everybody just very, very like connected. Like as soon like we was smoking in the car, we was in a little parking garage. We was like, all right, yeah, we about to just chill in the car. We don't want to be smoking down pro. Like everybody pulled up in the parking garage. It's still his parking garage. Old women drinking. This lady looked like she was probably 80, taking shots with her still and stuff on with her daughter. Everybody put out the gas. They put out the gas. They put out the tree. So everybody in the whole parking lot just started tailgating right in the parking lot, all crazy. and so that was lit, man.
Them NFL tailgates are like a whole nother thing. It's like a whole nother experience.
And just seeing them beat Tom Brady was lit. That was lit. One of the touchdowns, like the base of the game winning touchdown, was in our end zone. I didn't even record it. I didn't even pull out my phone. I was like, nah. That drive, I was like, nah. I'm gonna just watch this drive. I really wanted to. So we saw that joint. It was lit, man. And then I put it on my story, but I got a video when we was like really like winning. It was like the whole stadium was doing a little terrible towel joint. It was like mad, like on the game and shit, but it was like real life. You know what I'm saying? So everybody had a terrible towel. Yeah.
Don't they give you a towel when you go in? They give you a towel when you go in, right? I would assume. When you go into the game.
Oh no. You
got a battle towel? I thought.
No, it's towels you can buy, but then it's breast cancer awareness month, so they gave I got a pink one too, but I gave it to my mom.
Okay.
So what's it called? But no, this is the joint I got. I thought these ones. This is how I just thought just like how stuff up here is more expensive than it is like other places. Like we had brought like 2 towels or whatever. And I got this one. I'm thinking it's gonna be like $60 or something like that. It was like $24. You know what I'm saying? For 2 towels. Like, all right, there we go.
That's not bad. You got 2 towels, $24. That's not bad.
So shout out to Still His Nation. I was out that thing waving the towel. You all crazy, high five and all crazy, but then throwing some hand sanitizer off real quick to the cut off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I gotta ask you this, like how, because I've been to Pittsburgh so many times because I got a family up there. How did you close your rings?
Did I close my rings when I was walking around?
Yeah, because Pittsburgh has a lot of hills.
Oh,
it's a lot of mountains up in Pittsburgh. It's a lot of hills.
We only stayed for we stayed for one night and left the next day. You know what I'm saying? And it was crazy. Every hotel like in that area, even it was like 20-something minutes away. Everything 45 minutes away. 45 minutes away. It was 45 minutes away. And all those hotels around was all booked. Everything was booked, like for this game, for the
I can believe it.
So yeah, because it's Tom Brady. They had to see this might be his last season. He looked stressed out that
his
joint.
last season should have been his last season. What you talking about?
Facts. So, but we came out to see the team with the victory was good. I got to go to the Wizards game. It'd be nice. I'm trying to go to the December 10th. As long as I go to the December 10th game.
It's December 10th.
When we play John Wall and the Clippers. So
let me see what day that is. It's a Thursday. Hold on, no, it's not. That's a Saturday.
It's a Saturday. Can't hear you, Tony. You muted.
Oh, that's my door. That's why I was muted. But I was trying to go to the. I think the Lakers come in December 2, but I'm not sure. I was looking at that.
Yeah, it's the next game after. It's literally the next. Game.
That's probably my Christmas gift to myself, man. I don't say. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I definitely want to go to that game.
Depending on whether or not I'm gonna have anything to do that day, I might work it. But first, hold on. If it's a game past 7:30, I ain't gonna work it because my thing is, if the game is past 7, I don't go. That's considered late for me. So it got to be a 7 o'clock game.
I gotta get out of there.
Huh?
Is it past 7?
If it's past 7, if it's a game that starts at 7:30 or higher, that's considered late for me.
Yeah, the game
that's considered late for me. So if the game starts at 7 and I don't have anything to do that day, I'll probably work it. But if it's 7:30, whether I got something to do that day or not, I'm not working it.
Yeah,
because I don't like working the late games. Let me tell you something. When I first started working there, I will work everything because that's like kind of like the rookie phase. You kind of work everything to try to get your feel. And that was at a time when I remember like that second year, it was in February when the Wizards played Golden State. And it was an 8 o'clock game. Of course, I worked it because they only played them one time at home that entire season. So they wasn't coming back unless they went to the playoffs, which of course did not happen. And I worked that just to see Steph Curry play. It was mainly Golden State up in it. You thought she was in the Bay Area that night. And it was a fire game. I said one regret that I do have though is not working the Lakers when Kobe was still playing. Because when I started working there in 2014, Kobe was still playing because he retired in 2017? Was it like in 2017 or something like that? And I never worked any of the games that when he came there, especially when he played in his last season.
Wait, and I played one time. I think I was
so I didn't work it mainly because it was another one of those late games. But I said, you know what? I'm looking back on it now in hindsight, I wish I would have, but you can't reverse time. So that's going to be one thing that I can say that I'll never have a chance to see. Now, of course, I worked plenty of times when LeBron came. I'm talking about when he was still playing with Cleveland. This is before he went to the Lakers. So I was working there when D Wade was still playing, but right before he retired. So it is what it is, but like I said, anything
December 10th, I will be there to see them play.
What time? Hold on. What time is the game? What time is the game?
You will not be there.
Can't be no prime time.
Is that what?
It's at 7 o'clock. You will not.
I said 7 o'clock. I said 7:30 and higher.
Yeah.
7 is fine for me.
Hey, I'll be there. Shout out to John Wizzle, man. Shout out to John Wall, man. Shout out to Black Adam, man. Did y'all rock with Black Adam, man? We gave our review, man. We definitely went up, man. If y'all haven't already, like, comment, subscribe to Marvelous Blunts ASAP Rocky. Y'all already know, man. Check out me and Tone on Twitch. We've been streaming Gotham Knights. We're gonna definitely be streaming Gotham Knights. Co-play is definitely been lit. We got the
Tone had me cracking up with how he was just floating through the sky on playing Gotham Knights. All I saw was a little icon just zooming across the screen.
Right.
That thing was just floating across the screen.
Did you know I got kicked, bro? When I went too far from Pat, that pissed me off.
You got kicked.
Yeah, that was one of the things. I'm gonna talk about it when we do the review. But that was one of the things that blew me because as a promise, it's supposed to be untethered. They kicked me, bro.
Wow, that sucks.
Well, let me get my violin out. Listen.
Next time, don't leave me.
Right. Let's call
it. He was 500 yards from me. Like what? I gotta test the boundary. That's what I do. I test things.
They said, They said, no, you stay with your partner, guy.
Exactly.
Hey, if they wanted it like that, they would have made the game 60 frames a second and took it up to like the actual level it's supposed to be at.
They said, no, we don't care. They don't care. Y'all gonna buy it. They don't care.
BLuntz, the PS versus Xbox review. Make sure I come back.
It's crazy how far video games have come when it comes to co-op players. Because back then, y'all would have to go to each other's homes just to play on a split screen.
Yeah,
back in the day.
Those are the best days, though. Honestly,
like that GoldenEye era on the N64.
That's what really gaming was. Is like at its peak when you really could play with your man right there. When you had to play next to somebody because you really can feel the emotion of you beating it.
I never forget when I was in college. We was playing Call of Duty. I forgot which one it was, and literally, one of us was on the second floor and the others was on the third floor. And with the way we communicated, because we didn't have online gaming, we had to talk to each other through the speakerphone. Had the phone right there, and it was talking to each other like that on the speaker just to communicate.
My man, it's like the prehistoric. Like I was going to school in Bear Rock. What the fuck?
Well, we was killing it though, because I forgot what mode we was in, but we managed to make 13 rounds, and that was not easy to do in Call of Duty. Yeah. That was hard. Because I think we had it on like the second to highest hardest setting.
Well, you just made me think about that. Call of Duty is dropping this week too, so definitely gonna be on that. Definitely going to be on Modern Warfare. Crazy. So yeah, check that out too, man. Shout out to Torian pulling up, man. It's spooky season. We got 2 more weeks left of spooky season, and then it's thankful season. You dig what I'm saying? We definitely going up. Yeah, man. Give a spill, man, Torian, before we roll out of here.
First off, shout out to y'all for having me on here yet again to talk about this film.
Yeah.
I think DC definitely pulled out a dub with this one. They definitely needed it. They definitely needed it because my God, I had to get that feeling out of me, with the Batman earlier this year. I said that movie was just too long for no reason. But I really did enjoy this movie. I would highly recommend it to anybody out there who is on the fence about going to see it, especially because of DC's track record. But this one I would definitely highly recommend. I think you would definitely enjoy it. Even if you aren't a DC fan, I think if you just like The Rock, because he's going to be a huge selling point, and you like action, you're definitely going to enjoy this movie. And if it has a little something for everybody. If you like action, you're going to love it. If you like comedy, you're going to love it too. Yep. So definitely go check out Black Adam. Y'all can follow me on here, Torian Rain Reloaded, on Twitter, same name. And on Instagram, Torian_Rain. And I think the next time we gonna be back on here will be Wakanda Forever. Want it?
Yes. Yeah. So we're definitely gonna be there. And then we're gonna get a vlog up. We're gonna see each other, man. I mean, even though in the trailer they were like, it's made for IMAX, it's made for this dick, okay? Because I'm gonna go see it how I want to see it, and I'm gonna be the judge if Black Panther is really gonna represent for Wakanda. Is Namor gonna represent? Is Dr. Doom coming soon? Is Dr. Doom the next biggest op or not?
I went to that Heroes and Villains website, the one y'all was telling me about, and I think I found something or some things I should say that I just got. So I have to wait for it to be delivered, hopefully in the next week or so.
That's what I'm waiting for too.
They have a lot. Like I said, they have a lot of stuff on there.
I don't like waiting, so I probably should have chose priority shipping.
I don't know if you can do priority shipping.
I'm about to get some Funko, and I just got some secret, a little freaky little Funko pop set today too, from my Funko Plus. So I'm definitely got some new Funko videos coming soon. I just been waiting for these joints to actually show up from the .com. So yeah, man. Shout out to Torian pulling up, man. Tone, get your spill, man, before we roll, man.
Oh yeah. Hold on, I had to grab something.
Still is forever. Let's win it out.
Man. Y'all know what it is, man. Marvel's BLuntz. Like I said, the PlayStation versus Xbox session is finally coming to be here Thursday. I think it's set up for Thursday. So come back in for that. Bring your facts, bring your loyalties, bring your knowledge, because this is the show that y'all wanted. So I want everybody to come in with that such a heart of blade mentality. Rep for yourself.
I'll just be spectating.
I will be pulling facts on facts. I ain't trying to hear no woohoo. I'm talking straight facts. That's all I'm bringing. So I hope ready, because I don't know if I've been following, but I be keeping tabs, and I'm gonna pull all that shit up. I'm gonna do just highlight the picture and just let y'all talk. That's all I'm gonna do.
Tone said he said what he said.
Because numbers speak louder than words. Also because I'm right. So yeah.
nobody plays PlayStation. Nobody.
This is gonna be a funny discussion. I'm gonna just be kicked. This is gonna be a funny discussion. I'm gonna just be sitting back in the chat like Michael Jackson in Thriller video, just eating the popcorn. Just
he has to he spent $1 million on it. You know what I'm saying? He has to defend himself for the PlayStation. So he died. I understand.
This came in today. So I like a strange case. So I didn't even not order this till they dropped it off. Till my dad dropped it off and shit. I was like, oh shit. I forgot all about this.
Yeah, that's like I think that was the teaser poster.
You're not going to watch it. Anyway,
right, you could have easily got that. You could have easily watched it on Disney Plus.
No, but the book Jones, bro. I like these. I like the covers. It's okay.
Okay, so you keeping it like as a collector's item.
Yeah, it's a collector's item.
Are you gonna watch it?
Fuck no.
He said it's a collector's item. He said he don't have to watch it. I mean, it's just there. Like, you know, it looks nice.
Hey, no funny, y'all. Let's call me, bro. No funny. Ever after Phase 3, I haven't watched nothing back. Normally, I go back and watch Phase 3 movies. Like when it came out, I was like, watch it right after I would purchase the movie or see it online. But now it's just like, watch it when it's done. That's it.
Oh, and speaking of the MCU,
I remember most of the movie already.
And speaking of the MCU and phases, I have a video that I just recorded today. I don't know if it's going to get up this week or not because I have so many videos that that have to get up. But I have a video that's going to be concerning some new stuff about Terrence Howard and Robert Downey Jr. Some new stuff that just came up to the surface, dating back, of course, with the whole Iron Man thing.
Yeah, I don't think I should y'all these jokes.
Was that No Way Home?
Yeah, this is No Way Home.
Shitty ass movie. That's why the girl from Game of Thrones went on that shit and said that shit was whack. She said that shit was whack sauce.
But no funny.
What girl from Game of Thrones?
When I got mad,
it doesn't matter because I don't watch the show. Just know I saw it on a vlog thing. Because she said that shit ass-tastic, like it was. Bad rewatch. Anyway, man, go ahead.
I got a little mad right when I originally opened the Doctor Strange case because I thought I had bought the same movie twice. I was like, hold up, bro. Didn't I just buy that? I thought that this was a Doctor Strange movie, bro. I was like, hold up, bro. Come
to think of it, I got an MCU video coming tomorrow. Now that I think about it,
then I'll tune in tomorrow, Torian, man. See some MCU video coming.
It's gonna have something to do with the recent casting of Harrison Ford as Thunderbolt Ross, and how
super political.
No, but it's gonna basically call out some hypocrisy from the MCU
about old people.
No, about how they how they recasted the Thunderbolt Ross character and how they just kind of left T'Challa high and dry and said we're not going to recast it.
That's political though.
Yes, they want to use his death for monetary gain, man. It's an unfortunate accident, which is an unfortunate miracle for them. They're going to eat off the fact that he actually is dead in the MCU. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all check out Torian tomorrow. Talk about the hypocrisy of the bullshit of Harrison Ford replacing Thunderbolt Ross, man. Like, comment, subscribe to Marvelous BLuntz, man. Like, real talk, man. Because we're bringing that. You about to say something, Torian, before we roll?
I was just agreeing with you.
Yeah, because it's a bunch of bullshit. We should have got a new T'Challa.
What I was gonna say is like we can like the content that they give us, but if something need to be called out, it just needs to be called out. That's just what it is, and a lot of people are scared to do.
Period. They scared. They scared to do this, Tori. They scared to get bold. They scared of
whatever.
I could not, but now that you show that, because I had completely got She-Hulk out of my mind. Like I wasn't even thinking about She-Hulk.
He pulled that up. Happened. This
Yeah,
happened.
this happened.
Look at
Like-
this. This happened. This was the highlight of their show.
I couldn't believe they actually did it. Like I was like, huh. I mean, I knew they said that Megan Thee Stallion was going to be in an episode, but I didn't know they were going
Not like this.
do that.
Like that. That being said, Marvelous Blunts, man. Touring Reloaded, man. Like, comment, subscribe to all.
Yeah, man. Lakers suck, man.
Peace. Lakers suck.
Energy made this one. Energy made this one.